Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
When they mined an area, they put down yellow tape right across that line. See? And if you walked on the wrong side of that yellow tape, you blew up.
Strange Tales 136, I remember it very clearly, and that was my first exposure to Kirby. And I wanted to show it to people.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santa-Stein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
The city of prosperity. Riches for some, but for the masses, scraping by is all they can do. Meet Bitna. It's a rough life with an even harder reality. Living in the roughest part of town, it looks impossible to make it big. But maybe she will find it in a simple dress. The Radiant Sight, a new romance story by Martin Fisher, now on Indiegogo.
Come get some. what's happening. My guest is going to be a little bit late tonight. She's on her way home from work. She hasn't quite got there yet. What's up, Hex? So I'm throwing this out there right now. If anybody wants to come out and say something about their project right now, somebody like Hex, you can. I can make that happen right now. No pressure, bro. No pressure at all. So we got a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. Everybody knows CromCon next weekend, obviously. Let me see. I have on the 25th. Oh wait, let's start with tomorrow. Let's start with tonight. Diana and Chris. I'm pretty sure Diana's going to be out here. Not too sure about Chris. He wasn't feeling real well. They're going to be out here talking about cluster fudge just a little while, and we may delve a little bit more into the NFT thing that we all been talking about. And she's one of the people that is looking into it with us, and we're going to be talking about that maybe. Tomorrow is the 2-year anniversary of the comic-related madness of the Facebook group where all of this began. So, be popping in and out all day probably. Not schedule anything, just pop it out, talking about something, maybe give a little something away, you never know. Hopefully some of our original members will pop out here and we'll get to see them. Let's see, where is he? Jeez. None of these are set up the way I want them. That's one thing I've noticed. But this guy right here, Randy Davis, was the first member of the Comic Related Madness. First member. When I decided I was going to make my own group, he was the first one to punch that button. Come join me on this journey to where it is. He's still a member. He's a friend. And, can I say? It's the way it is. I've made a lot of good friends since I've been doing this. It's been fun. I mean, it's a small circle compared to the big picture of the amount of people that I've dealt with in the last 20 months. But the core group is a small circle of great people. And you guys know who they are. I don't even need to say anything because they're always out here part of what we're doing, and they're always helping to try and make sure people see what we're doing and can get involved in what we're doing. Those are the people I'm talking about. They're good people. We love them. That's why we hang with them. That's why we roll. Oh, all right. Well, we got you anytime, Hex. You're one of us. Anytime you want to get some airtime, you let me know. But yeah, okay, so tomorrow is our 2-year anniversary of the madness, and, kind of happy about that. We just went over 2,400 members, and we have pretty much just pretty solidly gained 100 members every month since we started doing this. It's kind of cool. 2,400 members, 2 years, 100 members a month. If I can keep doing that, I'd be happy. Who wouldn't want the growth to be more? But, it's been solid comic people, so we're good with it. Let's see. What else do we got? Let's see. We have Monday Madness, within which we have Bonzard Bogle at 4 o'clock, and not sure about our 4:30 guest yet. Not sure, but we're leaving a spot open just in case they get back with us. If nothing else, then maybe Hex at 4:30 on Monday you could jump in if the other guest doesn't show up. At 5 o'clock we got Lee Giles, and we have an 8 o'clock special edition with Lincoln Branch and Bart Sears, and we do not have a guest for First Timer Spotlight on at 6 o'clock. So if there's anybody who's out there would have their first campaign, want to come out for a First Timer Spotlight, Monday at 6, let me know. Next weekend, CromCon kicks off with the pre-con show Friday night at 8 o'clock with Shay the Red And the Cyborg Valkyrie coming over, the Red Valkyrie, bringing their crew over. They're going to kick off CrownCon. Always love hanging out with them. Going to hang out with them for about an hour here. Then I'm going to go over there and hang out over there with them on their show. So if you want to go watch their show after the kickoff show, come on, join us. We're going to have a good time. They're always fun to hang out with. And then, of course, CromCon 18 on Saturday and Sunday with tons of good, cool people. Going to have a good time. Got Don Chin doing the Saturday night panel. Got RJ from Critical Blast doing the Sunday night panel. Got Glenn and Danny kicking it off just like always. Danny on Saturday, Glenn on Sunday. I mean, it's pretty much has a format now. We like the way it rolls. Anybody wants to jump in as a co-host, you're more than welcome. Right now, it's like we have co-hosts. We have people that have their panels that they're hosting, but I could always use a second person out there in case the power goes off or whatever. You know what's up. And then on November 1st, Norlam, JP coming out with the Norlam again. And we're going to be anxious to see how that one's doing. We got John Hervey, Black Tiger. Y'all know what's up. Mac's going to be out here talking about, I guess, 2 different things. And first timer spotlight. We don't have a guest yet for the first. But then at 8 o'clock on Monday, November 1st, we're going to do a special edition. Well, I'm gonna wait till the promo comes out for that one. I'm not going to go any more than that because it should be good. Captain Wallace, watch out. So that's pretty much all of that. What is up, Facebook user? Who the heck am I talking to? Let's see, what do I got over here? Is Facebook going to even tell me who you are? Let's find out right now. Facebook user Chris. I see a Chris. It's Chris. Hey man, you want this here link? I didn't know if you're feeling well or not, so I didn't send it to you. I was waiting to talk to the wife, but if you're up, you feel like coming out, there's the link right there. And Diana, when you get home, the link will be sitting there in your Facebook. In your Facebook thing too, man, your inbox over there. All right, so let's see. Well, it says Facebook user probably because you're not signed into StreamYard. A fever of 102. Why do you got a fever? Go drink more water. More water. That's what you do. Okay, don't worry about it. You're good. You're good. I mean, look, I got so much crap to talk about anyway, so, the NFTs, that reminds me, I got to see if, I don't even know if Bryce and them, if anybody wants to come out or not tonight. I don't know what's up. I just been, not really paying too much attention. Slacking a little bit. Not sure. Let's see what's up. If I can even find this. Jeez, I talk to so many people, man. I can't ever find anything. Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot. I have a lot of contacts. Trying to scroll through them to find somebody is like freaking ridiculous. Let's see. If you're watching, I just put a StreamYard link in your Facebook inbox. That's for later. If we decide we're going to come out talking about NFTs later, there's the link for you. Traffic's always crazy. It better not be. Don't need all that. Don't need all that. Don't need all that. All right. I just got some books today. I don't know if you guys saw earlier. Did an unboxing with Stephen Prince's book. It's called Monster Matador. I started reading number 1. I really like it. You got the 2 matadors, kind of like competition for each other, if you know what I mean. And got a little youngster that's a little bit pissed off, and he got big monsters, and so far so good. I'm down. I'm liking it. So that's what I'm reading. I also got Original Sin and Sin Buck from Joe Vigil earlier in the week, and I opened them today. I'm going to be reading them tonight. They're right there on top of that box right there. Just sitting over there waiting for me to pick them up and start reading them. That's what I'm going to do with those. We have a guest tonight going to be here. You guys know we've been talking about this one a little bit. Cluster Fudge. Yeah. Cluster Fudge 2, actually. But we're going to be out here with Diana talking about that a little bit when she gets home. Always fun talking to Diana. Always fun talking to Chris. They're real good people. They're part of that circle I was talking about earlier. People that you know are willing to help everybody. You know, it's like it's not just about their campaign. Every time they're out, even when they're out talking about their campaign, they have other people talking about their campaigns on their shows with them. You know, I mean, they're part of us. 24 Eyes, what's up? Got the Outcast Owls in the chat. What's happening, brother? You know, it's one of those shows. Man, we planned it for 8 o'clock. Traffic got in the way. We're kind of, waiting for our guests to get here, but it's all good. If you want to check out the campaign while you're waiting, it's right there, and it's in the chat. The link to it, anyway. I'll be pulling it up here just so we can kind of glance at it a little bit while we're waiting. So we have Cluster Fudge 2. 265 of the 500 flexible goal. Now this is already, there's already been a number 1. Got 13 backers halfway through. I'd really like to see more people check this out because it looks fun. All right. Y'all remember fun while we're doing this. Funny books. Fun. Now, you can see what the interior art looks like. You get look at a couple of the covers. But, I kind of like the fact that Chris and Diana don't show off a whole lot. You want to see it by the book. I mean, they show you what you need to see. You can see a sample of the interior art. You see what the cover is going to look like. But in the end, it's like they're not giving away everything so that people are more apt, I mean, I like the mystery part of it too. I know everything about it right from the get. It might not be all that, apt to jump in full speed like that. What's up, Mike? I see Mike. Oh, I see somebody saying hi, Mike. Where did I miss Mike saying something? Where the heck was that at? I missed it. I don't see it. Oh, way up there. Dang it went right out. Somebody talked a whole bunch right here. Drove it right off the screen. What's up, Mike? We got heads up to RJ. Oh, RJ from Critical Blast will be his co-host tonight on the mic stand, looking back at comics history. So if you want to look back at the way things was before, before the destruction of what we love, or the attempted destruction of what we love, then, go check out Mike later. Also tonight, at 1 a.m. Eastern, Good stuff. Comic Skater's going to be out there. They have a late night party going on tonight. Might want to check that out. You just might. Oh, she's almost here. Now look, for those of you CromCon guests, I appreciate it if you do costume up, dress out in the spirit of the holiday. You know. Oh, they're going to be here. She's right there, actually. She's driving. She's driving. Yep, she'll be here any minute. So, hang tough. Guess I'll be here in a minute. I guess I could go ahead and play the rest of my commercials out so I don't have to play a whole bunch of them at the end of the show. What do you think? While we're waiting, we're going to go over. Oh, well, dang it. Dang it, Chris. What it? You do the pop right when I'm getting ready to play the commercials? Now everybody knows you're in the backstage. How you feeling, brother? Can't hear you. Nope. I'm going to play them commercials.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.
Can we hear you now?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you now. All right.
Oh, my God. How are you, bro? I heard you talking, and I'm like, I got to get in there at least for a little bit.
Oh, well, you know, I knew Diana was going to be here, and, man, I'm just winging it. You know, I got so much this week to do that, you know, it's like,
yeah,
it's
man,
that
I'm
week
with you.
again, you know.
I've been sick the last 2 days. I work at a school, and I'm pretty sure that I either have like just a nasty cold or COVID. I'm going to go get tested tomorrow. I should have gone today, but just sweating and, you know, chills and all sorts of nastiness.
That sounds like a flu, not COVID.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not, but you can't tell because in our town there's a boom despite everything, all the precautions. So we'll see. I've had it once before. I'm pretty sure I'll survive it, no problem. But it sucks when you get it. It's just like the flu for me. That's what it was last time.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're pretty sure it ran through here way back in November of 19.
Yep.
No, I mean, we're fairly positive it ran through here then. And for me, it was, I mean, I don't take anything big pharma in the first place. So
Yep.
I do nothing to weaken my immune system. I'll fight it all off. And all my little Americans was beating all them little Chinamen to death inside me.
Yeah, that's basically what I had to do too. I mean, I had the benefit of going to see a doctor, but they can't give you much for a virus. You know, they tell you take Tylenol, watch your fever, go to the emergency room if you can't breathe, you know, that kind of stuff. That's all they really did. But it's just bad in this town right now. The caseload is climbing, and the schools are I can't say too much, but the schools are not in good shape. And there is a push to keep them open, so you know it is what it is.
It's crazy.
Cluster fudge is cool though. I see the book sitting there, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be talking about that, but
Well,
We've
I mean,
we've had a pretty good week. We've had a, you know, like for us, a few backers a week is pretty awesome. It gets us to 500 by the 30 days, and Diana will probably extend it to 60 anyways. It's her call, but it's been great so far. You know, just getting out and talking to people. We haven't done a lot of shows, and I think we were supposed to do tonight, but I sure as heck. Yeah, Chris, talk about the book.
Now, now we have a
about
program director, right?
Yeah, she's in there, man. Oh Lord, the book is pretty cool. It's weird because I just finished Cyclopean 3, which means I'll be getting into Cluster Fudge 3. The book number 2 is completely finished, and it basically takes us through the explanation of who the little lady on the left there is, and it advances the story of in issue 1. Cluster, you know, Cluster Fudge is the name of the book, but the character's name is actually Cluster, and he's trying to kill himself. In issue 2, he's actually in a coma, but the spirits that be won't let him go. And it's leading into issue 3 where there's a trial, but it's full of action, full of surprises, and full of the best artwork I've done yet to date. So I'm dying here. I need to breathe a second. Hang on, I'll be right back.
You're doing fine.
I'm going to mute myself before I start coughing up.
Nice.
Okay, I think I'm better.
I have to do that sometimes too.
I just had to clear the throat. It was like starting to get itchy, and I'm like, oh yeah, wait. But yeah, so I don't know what else to say right now because my brain is kind of mush. You have a chance to get book 1 and 2 as a $5 PDF or as a physical. We have t-shirts. Actually, on our website, heroshack.com, we have all sorts of novelties and stuff.
Oh.
But
See, that's what I need.
Here you see the Quibix cover. Quibix is an artist out of New Hampshire, and he's a friend of ours, and I got him to do the variant, which is pretty exciting. I colored it for him, but the artwork is really cool. And on the right, the black and white thing you see there with the 3 faces, that's actually the new cover for number 1. We've got it on the t-shirt, and we've got it on the new cover primarily because I wanted to differentiate issue 1 bought on the second campaign versus issue 1 bought on the first campaign. And that way, you know, people know exactly when and where they got it. And when we do issue 3, I'll probably do the same thing. I'll just put new covers on those so that, you know, there's a distinction.
Where did the idea come from, bro?
The idea was basically born out of a desire to start drawing the way I did when I was a teenager. And that meant a lot of surrealism and stuff. The story itself, like most creators, I have a lot of stories in my head that, you know, I just have to get out. And this was one of them. Cluster's main power is healing, but he uses it in a sense in conjunction with the government. And they basically give him super serums that would otherwise kill a normal human being. And he's had a variety of different powers over the years because of the serums. His body eventually burns it off and he heals. But there's always a residue. And that's what's going on with him as a retired superhero, because he's dealing with all the chemical residues from all the years of, you know, here, be strong, here, have this, have that. He had a multitude of powers. And yeah, the first issue was compared to a fevered drug dream or a nightmare, if you will. And it was kind of ironic because that's exactly what he is kind of all about. He's, you know, he wasn't of right mind. Right now, he's in a coma in issue 2. So he's not exactly talking, but there's stuff going on in his subconscious and also in the subconscious of the young lady to the left there. And they are connected, but I can't give away too much. You'll have to read the story to see how they're connected. But yeah, they've been linked ever since the end of issue 2. And we're going to start seeing how and why and where that all leads. Because she will eventually be one of our flagship characters. She's someone we've worked with before in terms of her name's Violet Vamp, and we've used her in previous universe takes, I guess you could say. Oh, Lord. I would assume that means
Mom's home. Mom
Yeah.
don't.
Oh, yeah.
Mom
You
don't-
know exactly
Mom
what
don't-
that means.
Yeah, I know, because
Nice.
that's what our dogs do every time somebody. Only has 3 monsters screaming, but you know.
Yeah. You would think somebody's like out there poking her with pins or something. She cries like so emotionally. Oh yeah, she's running to the door. That means my dinner's here too, but I don't even know if I can choke it down. I'm gonna try. Is that you, Diana?
It better be. They just walked in
Yeah,
your
it's
house.
finally her. Are you gonna join us tonight?
Do you want me to come in here or you want me to go in my office?
I don't care. You probably should go in your office.
I'm going to go in my office. I don't want to get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Love
Don't
you.
go near him.
Love you
Stay
too.
away from him. Stay away from him.
Okay. Well, she's coming any second now.
Social distancing.
Yeah, we didn't keep that at all. She broke that. She came right in, but
I know.
you know the thing is, we like live together. It's kind of funny when they talk about social distancing. 'Cause
I know.
It's like by the time I know I'm sick,
I
she's
know.
already been contaminated with me.
It's like there was one point where my son tested positive, but his wife tested negative, and it's like, there's just no way that can be.
Yeah.
One of them tests is wrong. There's no way that can be.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't.
The first time it went through our house, my daughter got sicker than I did, and Diana was asymptomatic.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the whole. There's way too many inconsistencies all the way across the board.
Well, a lot of it's shooting in the dark, just trying to make it happen. So,
yeah,
I think they're guessing a lot.
Inconsistencies on how to deal with it, inconsistencies on what they're willing to tell us about it, inconsistencies on the actual tests themselves. Too much weird shit. Too much. I have to like keep my dad. A couple of things my dad taught me, and two of the things that he told me was question everything and follow the money.
Right.
So that's what I do. Hi, Diana. How you doing?
Oh my God. I am so sorry. There were 2 accidents on 95, and I am so sorry. I thought I'd be home by 8:15. I'm like, but I'm here now. Hello, everybody. Thank you,
like
Pops.
I said, I got 15 minutes of ads I can play every time.
I know. I saw that. I was dying. I was like, oh my God, my boss is feeling so bad. I'm like, yeah, I have a stream. I got to get on. Promoters helping us promote our book and the whole 9 yards. She's like, oh my God, I'm driving as fast as I can. But then there were literally 2 accidents. We got through one. We're like, okay, we're on our way. And then there was another one. They were just like fender benders, but just enough to slow everything down.
Yeah, just enough for all the looky-loos to make everybody else slow down.
Exactly. And my poor husband is so sick. He's so sick. But he's here. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here, but I'm not really. I just rattled off stuff about the book. I hope it was good.
I was listening actually, but I was driving. So I was trying to not text and drive, but I wanted you guys to know that I was listening. So I kind of did that, and that was not good. Bad on me. Bad. Shouldn't do that.
And then you kept talking, and then you kept doing it, and kept doing it, and kept doing it.
I know. I feel terrible. Yeah, see? But I have that thing that you can go. Never mind. Anyways, I'm here. So yeah, the book. What did you you have any questions, or does anyone in the chat have any questions about the book?
We basically just kind of been fumbling around because, like I said, it's like this is my look. Next week is my week.
I know. I'm excited.
I'm kind of in that pre.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to gear up, start Monday, right? I got to gear up, start Monday for Crom God again, and it's right now I'm kind of in that.
You're in that.
Getting ready.
The pre-game moment. You're in pre-game right now. You're in pre-game. You're thinking about it, right?
And then that tomorrow being the the 2-year anniversary of the
Are you
Madness.
doing
A whole
anything?
different thing.
I know.
You
Are
know?
you doing a show? Are you going to have something fun going on?
I'm just gonna pop in spontaneously, in and out all day. I don't have anything planned.
Okay.
I might just pop in and give something away, and then pop back out, or
Okay.
you know, I mean, it's too hard. It's too hard.
It's too hard. It's a
I
lot.
have so much that I already do. I mean, so
Yeah.
many streams that I already do. When
I
I
know.
thought about it, it was like, man, it's like this is my weekend before CromCon, my last weekend before CromCon.
Right.
I don't, you know, I have my time.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
you know. Okay, so then I'm like, but I still want to go out and celebrate a little bit because 2
Of
years for
course.
my group is kind of a big
Of
thing. But I don't
course.
want to commit to anything.
I don't
and then
blame
have
you.
somebody go, "Hey, Pops, want to go play golf?" and me not be able to.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I haven't committed to anything because something better might come up.
Well, that's kind of good. That's kind of like a surprise pop stream. Hey, I'm coming on. Check me out. And you got all of us. If we're there and we see it pop up, we'll definitely pop in and say, hey, you know, hey, William will be there.
He'll be there. And it's like, but nobody knows when. That's the cool part. It could be.
Yeah, I know. We'll have to keep our eye on it.
I'm sure you'll see me more than once tomorrow.
Good.
Out here, more than once tomorrow for sure.
Right, right.
Yeah. And RJ's Mike's co-host over there tonight on the mic stand. If you guys want to go check that out.
That's awesome. What time does that start?
He did not say. He just says later.
Midnight or so, right?
Give us the words, Mike. What time is that? Like 9:30, 9? I don't even know. WSQ. Oh, there we got Doc Blaylock out here too. What's up?
Hey. Hi.
Hello.
So we're looking at Cluster Fudge 2, y'all. And you can get Cluster Fudge 1 and get caught up on the story. The story stands alone if you don't, right?
Yep.
That's true.
The story stands alone if you don't want to get number 1. Now we got some of our boys showing up in the house. Here we go. That's our NFT people showing up. What's up, Bryce? How you doing? I just got snuck up on by a dog. Yeah, just snuck up on me. Like they'll come up and they'll like pop me in the elbow.
Yeah, like hey.
You know, with the big ass husky nose. Doink, and then be like, usually I have the hand on the mouse and I'm doing something when they do it. And it's like, what? Oh, really?
You want something?
Okay. Do you want to say hi to everybody? All right.
Hello,
Oh
puppy.
my gosh, she's beautiful.
What?
Hi, buddy. Hi. Oh my God, that is so cute. I can't stand
That's
it.
Rocky. That's Rocky. Cocky Rocky. He's always got something to say. Always.
I love it. He's gorgeous. He's saying, but Dad, I need your attention. You're on a stream again? What is this? What is this nonsense? I love it.
I'm sure there's somebody else out there that'll let you out if you need to go out, dude. You don't have to come bug me. There's other people in the house. We'll go tell them.
I want you.
We'll go tell them.
Throwback Studios is like, now my dogs are woofing.
Wow. What's up, dude?
He wants you. What does he want? Is he hungry?
He's a talker.
No, he wants. I think he wants to go outside.
Yeah.
I think he does.
Well, go let him out quick.
I think he does.
You know.
Well, that's what I mean. There's other people in the house. He don't have to be down here bugging me. He could be asking somebody else to let him out.
This is
Hey,
true.
guys, I got to get off of this thing for a few minutes. I'll be back.
Okay, honey.
Right.
I'll hold the fort. Poor guy. He does not feel good at all. I even said to him, I texted him earlier. I said, how are you feeling? No response. How are you feeling? Do you want me to cancel? Like I would have shot you a message and said, Chris is really, I said, I'll definitely go on, but you know, oh, he put the time up, 10 p.m.
There you go. 10 p.m. Eastern.
Cool.
Yep. There you go.
I will have to check
And yeah,
that
we'll
out.
be done by then, I hope.
Oh God, yeah. I would imagine. I mean, I will be done. I literally just walked in the door and I'm like, yeah. So thank you again for having us. Thank you again
Oh,
for
you
putting up
bet.
this special stream for us to talk about clusterfudge. And you know, again, I like the story because I like the fact that you like at this point in the story when you read Clusterfudge 2, you don't really know what's going to happen. There is going to be more. There is a Clusterfudge 3 that will wrap up the whole series.
All right.
All right. So there will definitely be a Clusterfudge 3. But the story is very I'm trying to look for the best word. The story, it kind of takes you from like one sort of space in reality and it mingles with another space in reality. So you have the space with you know, the Reapers, and you got the part where the demons and the Reapers cross over, and then you have the reality where the humans are. And I like that. I like that how it goes from, you know, this page you're like, oh, this is all about, you know, he's trying to get to talk, the Reaper's trying to get to talk to the demons. And then the next page it'll be, you'll see Cluster laying on the hospital bed with his family around him. And so I personally like that kind of storytelling where it takes you from one reality and you turn the page and you're like, oh, wow, I'm here again. And then it'll go back into, well, what are they doing over here? What is the Reaper up to now? And are the demons still trapped? So it is, I think it's a very complex story. I know the first issue, he had a lot of, when it was reviewed by Well Read, there were many people that were like, oh my God, the guy's insane, that it's like very dark. And how could you leave me hanging the last page with this is the end of the story? I want to go kill myself now. I didn't read it like that. There were some things in the first one that I think people's perception were way off. Like it's an adult themed book. So they thought that Cluster was doing his dead wife, like literally doing his dead wife. Like that's not what there was about at all, not even close. How they read into
Okay, I'm gonna have to have number one now. I'm gonna have to read this myself now.
So when we heard that, we were like, wait a second. And then some of our family members bought it.
I gotta find out how people came to that conclusion. It's
we
not
didn't
that I
understand.
want to read about somebody doing their dead, but
No, but that's what they thought. That's what they thought. That was the story. But anyways, so that was interesting. So in Clusterfudge 2, you don't have any of that. Like I don't think there's going to be any misunderstanding with that. The guy is in a coma, obviously.
Right.
But I think that the story itself is definitely a standalone story. You could just get Clusterfudge 2, not a problem. You could get through the beginning into the end, and it's a nice little story there. However, I feel like even at the end of Clusterfudge 2, you're still left with a question of like what you. That was cute. Huh? Totally lost my train. Like, okay. You're doing the hand thing now. Woo, woo. Oh my goodness, you're killing me. Oh my gosh. So now I totally lost my train of thought. Thanks, Bob. But that's all right. It'll come back around in a second.
I'm here. Everybody tells me I do that all the time. It's like, man, you need to shut up and let them talk. And it's like, but then if I just let them talk and I don't break their train of thought, we can't tell how quick they are.
Right, exactly.
Come on, these are writers, these are creators. I mean, obviously you're the business side of it. We got to be quick there too, right?
I am the business side, but listen, it's funny that you say that because, and when you're talking about another person's story, I think it's a little bit different than when you're talking about your own creation, right? So I'm more of a poet. I'm more of a children's writer. And I don't have any of my books out because I'm still working on them. But Chris, on the other hand, has many books out. He puts me to shame. The guy is always creating, always creating.
And look what Dory's doing to you.
What's that?
And look what Dory's doing to you. She's gonna make you. She's gonna get you out there doing stuff. I promise you.
Oh my God! Well, I sent her. She's so funny. I sent her my my digital coloring. I'm totally addicted. I get up every morning now and I take out my iPad and I have a couple of pieces that Chris has sent me to practice. And like, I'm learning how to do layers. I'm learning how to like really shade and stuff like that. I've always loved to color. But I don't have any color theory. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just kind of do what looks nice to me. And then what do you think? Like a little kid, hey guys, you think this looks good? So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I don't think I'm going to win the contest, but it wasn't about that. It was about, I had fun doing that. And so for those of you that are watching Doris Jones, she has a coloring book contest if you backed her amazing book. And I took part in that. And for the first time, I submitted something for a coloring contest that I've never done in my life. So I'm kind of excited to see what she has to say about it. And I'm doing a traditional piece too. I'm going to start that this weekend and get it done for next week, because that's when she has the whole drawing. But enough about that. So
$15 gets you the book.
Yes, absolutely. So like for let's get back to Clusterfudge. Clusterfudge. He is he's a very kind of quirky guy in the sense that I think Chris did say to you that he is works for the government. His power is to be able to like heal people, like if they get into trouble and stuff like that. And so throughout his career, he was basically used and abused by the government. And hence that's why he has a lot of issues with alcohol and some sexual promiscuity and things along those lines. That's why we dub it as a adult book.
Say sexual promiscuity, all
yes.
that proper and everything. He's a hoe. He's a hoe. He's a druggie and a hoe, but he's a good guy.
Yeah. He's just confused, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get into that kind of stuff, right? When you get into that stuff, your ability to be rational sort of goes out the window. I mean, I know a couple of people that have had some issues along those lines before and after. So yeah, he is dealing with stuff, but it becomes so overwhelming that he constantly wants to take his own life. But other they're not even people, other beings, let's say, other beings have a different plan for him. So like I said, it's a pretty cool story. I don't know if anybody has any questions. I could just kind of like continue to ramble on and sound terribly awkward without my husband. We usually do things as a team, and the poor guy is sickly. So
we'll put that one up there, and then if anybody does, they can.
Yeah.
I should probably put a new link up in the chat though, because it's been chased out of the picture. So.
Gotcha.
There's the link in the chat again if y'all want to go check it out. But look, $15 gets you either cover, the A cover, or the Quibix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Quibix variant, which is that one right there.
Right.
Okay, so you got, and then there's a little bit look at the interior art.
Yeah, that's looking at the Silver Scribe. Now, the Silver Scribe, again, it's one of those stories that you've really got to read it. It's for me, it's hard to explain. So the Silver Scribe is looking for the bookmark, and he's having a hard time with that. So he is doing all kinds of stuff here in that picture that you're looking at. He's actually left his spaceship. He's joined in with another sort of space pirate space. So you've got space in there too, by the way. There's some space stuff. I told you there's different realms. You've got the spiritual realm, you've got the space realm, you've got the real reality world that they're in. And you've got
the Lorenzo perk.
We got the Lorenzo. Lorenzo is one of our favorite people we have met to this day. He's such a cool guy, and he's so intelligent, and he's so gosh darn kind. He supports everybody. And so he has bought many of our books, and he's always looking for add-ons. He's always looking to buy 2 of this, 2 of that. So he talked to Chris, and Chris said, "All right, I'm going to fix something up for you." And he called it the Lorenzo perk. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, the Lorenzo perk gets you 2 of just about everything. Then if you go down, we have the Quibbix cover. Did we already talk about the Quibbix cover? Did you guys cover that?
No, not really. We just wait a minute.
Where is it? It's around here somewhere. That's the T-shirt. That is the T-shirt that's based on Chris's original art, by the way. Did he mention that?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
okay.
right there.
Yeah. The Down and Dirty.
Yeah, Down and Dirty.
Yeah.
And Dory was really happy with the way she named all these tiers, just so y'all know.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a fun time doing that. I really did. I honestly, I was like, well, let's do something a little frisky. And that was me being kind of frisky with the public knowledge, frisky me. So I was just looking at something really quick that I wanted to point out. I've had a 12-hour day, guys. I'm not making an excuse. I just got off the highway, literally came in the door and sat down. So I'm a little I haven't even taken my jacket off. I'm still sitting here with my coat like a nut. I felt so bad when I saw the stream going. Like, oh no, I thought I was going to be there. But in the story itself, like Chris doesn't want me to give too much away, so I really probably shouldn't say too much. But the Silver Scribe finds romance. The Silver Scribe is not all human. I don't think he's really human at all, but he ends up having a romantic sort of interlude with a human being, which is interesting. And it does all tie together. Like I said, I'm really killing it with my description of this, the book. I particularly like that right there. The Reaper is really upset with Cluster, and he's trying to, not Cluster, I'm sorry. Which one is that? Yeah, that's not Cluster. What an idiot. Oh my God, I haven't even had a sip of my beer. Hold on a second. I need to take a sip. That's the problem. It's Friday night.
The Reaper takes dude's head off, or top of dude's head off. Dude catches it and puts it back on.
That's the bookmark. Okay, so the bookmark is the kind of the keeper of Cluster's body and soul and spirit right now, because he's not allowed to die. Cluster can't die at this point in the book. And so the Reaper, okay, and the Reaper comes from another book, and he sort of crossed that into this particular story. But the Reaper's really ticked off because he wants to take Cluster's soul. He wants to listen, his life is expired. He's all done. And the bookmark, who the Silver Scribe is looking for, is like, no. And he is sort of invincible, as you can see in that picture. The Reaper slices his head. He's like, please don't waste our time. You have to read the dialogue here. He plops his head right back on. So it's like I said, this is not a read for just anybody and everyone. I enjoyed it. Let's see. What else can I talk about? I think you should definitely buy the book, of course. If you are on a little bit of a budget, we have the PDFs are only $5, and you get, I think he's putting 1 and 2 in your PDF folder, the online quickie. The online quickie, you get 1 and 2 for $5. So if you can't afford $15, then check it out. I think it's a good read. It's kind of eerie, kind of like in the mode of Halloween, although not a true ghost story. It does have reapers and demons in it.
Also, if you get the physical $15, you do get number 1 in the online quickie.
Yep.
So you can still read number 1 and number 2 and get the physical number 2.
Exactly.
You can get both the physical of number 1 and number 2.
Yep.
The Down and Dirty.
Yep.
5, a retailer pack of 5 and a retailer pack of 10. The more you get, the less you spend.
And we can mix those up too. We can give you, even though you're getting cluster fudged, I mean, that's the campaign, we can give you, let's say if you got for retailers, if you bought the 5-pack, we could do like 3 and 2 if you wanted. I mean, that's definitely just leave a message. 5, yeah. Okay. Exactly.
And then the Lorenzo perk.
The Lorenzo perk.
Y'all know who we're talking about, right?
Yeah, our friendly Sisley Stacky and blah, blah, blah. I can't say it very well. And then our biggest
Well,
cheers over
that
the
there
top.
cover art, the
Yes.
original cover art is
Yep.
available. And I
Mhm.
want Chris, I want you to know, don't be discouraged if it doesn't go this time.
Right.
It will go.
Yep. Eventually, I think it
Will
will.
go.
It's an
You know,
amazing
yeah.
piece. Like this doesn't really, the picture doesn't really do its justice. You know, the one thing that was that that never does. But the one thing I got to tell you guys that I love about his art, and in most of his books, it's kind of like this multi-layered thing. You'll look at a picture and you'll say, "Oh, that's kind of cool," and then you may look at it again and you're like, "Wait, I didn't see that head that's in the side of his." Head that's like part of his anatomy. Like I don't know the technical name for that. I'm sure that an artist in the chat might know what that is called when you put other images within an image. Do you know what that's called, Pops? I have no idea. Yeah, exactly. So me working with children, that's what I do for my career. I call it a hidden picture.
A collage? I don't know.
Yeah, like a collage, maybe. It's like a hidden picture, like it's pictures within pictures. Like if you look at this, you can't really be over the top, but if you look at it, you can see.
Yes, Brad, you can. It's the down and dirty tier.
Yes, you can. But if you look at the over the top for a second, you notice like you have the three heads and you see actually they know which one is better to pull down, Pops, is the one that has the t-shirt, or this one right here. The t-shirt might show it, or the other one. But you can see how he's got different heads in it.
Yeah, that went the wrong way.
No, that wasn't good. Yeah, that
Come back
here. Don't you love when you try to show something? There, right there. Perfect. You went down right there. Okay. Do you see, like, if you look at the C and you also see the other head that's embedded in the muscle?
Right.
Do you see that? So he does that a lot. That's, for me, that's my husband's trademark. Like when I first met him, I have original pieces, which I should get. I have them. Where did I put them at? Oh, wait, you guys want to see something really cool? Hold on a second. Hold on. I got to grab it.
All right. So yeah, Brad, that tier right there, the down and dirty for 30, that has the first number one and number two.
So he's 6, so he doesn't know I'm going to do this. This is some of his original pencil art that I found when I was going through his many, many binders. And I don't know if you guys can see this at all.
Oh, I'll make sure they can. Oh!
Am I holding it right? Yeah, look at. Whoops. So this is probably about 10 years old. It's marked up because he's so bad. He doesn't take care of his drawings, you guys. It makes me crazy. Now my earbuds are falling out. Wait, I got one more.
You need to buy a couple of portfolios so that when he's done, you can just slide a fresh piece into a sleeve by itself and it never gets cut again.
Now, how about this piece, guys? Look at. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
So this is all, inked. But isn't that amazing? Like, see, he's got the stain over there, and it's a hot mess. We could never sell them. I love them. And this last one is him and his son, but it's really beat up, but I made him keep it. That's Chris when he was younger, and his son on an eagle. So I do have some of his original art. I'm going to do something with it. I don't know what yet. Hold on a second. I am like a hot mess. All right, I'm back. Okay, you can take me off full screen. Thank you. Oh my God, scaring me. I'm scaring myself. Who is that person? Okay.
Come on.
So I just wanted to throw that out. See, he wasn't here. Hey. He'd be like throwing me off the roof.
If I can do this, you can do this.
Okay. Oh man. So that's some of his original. I've got some really nice pieces, but he's not ready for me to show them to other people. But he wasn't here, so I did anyways. Oops. But he does he primarily works digital at this point because it is quicker for him. And, as we know, digital art is a really awesome medium to work with.
That one he's doing that he showed me, and he's like, he did it digitally, but it looks like it's on paper, y'all.
Exactly.
It really does. I thought it was tradition. I because he has been going back and dabbling in some traditional lately, and I thought that was one of the ones that he had pulled out his pencil for, and he was like, "No, dude, it wasn't." It was just.
But he is doing. He's got lots of things that he's started, and so I am. I'm very excited about that. You know, I when I first met him, that's all he did. The iPad really wasn't a thing for him. And this is going back about 15, 16 years ago, 17 years we've been together. So yeah, like he would sit there and we'd like have our couple time, and I'd have my wine and whatnot, and he'd be, you know, hanging out, and he'd start sketching, and I thought that was really cool. So he is, I think, first and foremost, you know, a traditional artist. But when he got a hold of the iPad, and him, you know, he's autistic, you know, I don't know if you all know that, but he's high functioning autism. And thank you so much, Brad. That's awesome. That he ordered both issues. Very cool. Yoo-hoo. Yay. So he's a very different kind of guy as far as that. You're on mute. Do you know that you're on mute? You want to be on mute?
Yeah.
Your mouth is moving, but I know you want to say something. Go ahead.
Thank you, Brad. Now, Brad is our madness. Like, he's my sidekick when we go do the live cons.
Yeah.
He's the one that gets me to the real cons where we go around and talk to people, and he does the recording of the interview.
Awesome. That's awesome.
He's our dude. We appreciate you, Brad. Right on, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absolutely. So he's a definitely different kind of guy. Chris is definitely, he's not your typical artist. Let's put it that way.
No.
I know that we got invited. I had put on Twitter. I reached out and said, "Hey, Twitter friends, we're looking for shows to come on to help promote our book." A couple of people responded. I love that. I love the socks. I want to get some of those socks. We have to have socks.
I know. That's what I was like. Oh,
look at the socks. Who would put socks on Chrome? Oh, look at him. He's such a goofball.
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Look, he's got the shirt's too short, so the belly showing. It's all,
look at his little belly button. You know, I love it.
It's just like the original Crom, but yeah, I love this one. This is the one that we made the NFTs out of.
Yeah.
Of Chris's art, the first one. I'm sure there's going to be more.
Yeah.
I do want to make sure that I send you a couple of these, though.
I have to get my wallet. I've got to get that set up.
Get that set up. Let me know so I can shoot you a couple of these. Because
I will.
I mean, it's his art. I want him to have at least one for himself and one to, at least one to sell, if not more.
That'd be great.
Hopefully, you know, people start grabbing these as we get out there and get seen. I had hit that link earlier today, and for some reason our policy ID hadn't been verified yet.
Oh, yeah, it's usually that extra click that we forget to do on a lot of those things.
Both me and Derek got a hold of dude at Token and said, "Hey, yo," told us we're like verified and ready to go, but when people go to buy our stuff, it says it's not verified yet.
Right.
Hey, go hit that button, bro.
I know.
I want people thinking that we're out here and we're not legit.
You know? Right. So, that would not be cool. So yeah, I have to set up my wallet. I really need to sit down and do that. I'm hoping tomorrow. I was a crazy week at work, but I'm hoping tomorrow I can actually sit down and look at which ones to go with. I know that he had said in the Wednesday night, remember you guys popped in on our Wednesday night stream? Yeah. He gave me some information, and I don't know how to contact him except through
Twitter.
You. On Twitter. Okay. Intense Web. So I will send him a message before I do anything to make sure what I'm signing up for is the right one.
Cardano is
the Cardano is the one he said. I remember that. Yeah, so I am going to do that this weekend.
And then there's the Yoroi one, which is the one that I have all my stuff in.
Okay.
You know, that's like I said, it's just an extension of Chrome. It's not even, it's not any kind of a download or anything. I mean, it kind of is, but it's already an extension of Chrome. That's what
exactly.
It's very easy to
access. It's just easy, and I think that's what. Yeah, I think, and that one's also part of Cardano. I thought I saw,
Yeah.
right? It's all kind of
That's what I
linked.
did. That's the one we have everything put in right now.
It's so confusing.
So,
Like I told you guys that I literally last Saturday I was working on some stuff around the house and no, it wasn't a demo Diana thing. It was like boring stuff, right? And I just had my phone and I just had it running and running. And I must have watched 3, 4, 5 of them. And by the end of it, I was so confused. I'm like, I have no flipping idea.
I know. And
I'm
that's
like,
the way I was at first too. And I told Bryce, I was like, look, you guys have to do this one thing at a time. You got to walk me through this one thing at a time. You can't go, hey, do this and this and this and this and this, and then expect me 20 minutes to remember anything you said.
Exactly.
You know, like we walk through it together. We make sure that they make sure that I know
what you're doing. Right.
You know,
I mean,
I've heard the Yoroi one was the easiest one, like because it's an actual extension of your Chrome, and it's like right there in your taskbar, and you just click and you're in your wallet. And, you know, it's like to me that was the easiest one. So that's where we have our NFTs right now until I mean, I don't know, after I did a new tower and when I set this up all over again, things may be a little different, but that's the one I have it in now because it's the easiest one for me to access, the easiest one for me to do transactions with.
But I did a little bit of research, and I know NFTs and what's that other one? Currency, cryptocurrency. Well, that's like all that stuff is like, I'm so old for this. Like these are these young, like 25, 30-year-old people. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
Don't say that.
But I felt so old listening to these young whippersnappers, and they were all like big, financial guys and like economists and stuff like that.
That's the thing, though. This is the thing, though. You don't ever have to even worry about that part of it because it's like, okay, you sold something for 50 ADA, which is a little over $100. Right. Okay. Well, you get that ADA in your wallet and you transfer it to US cash right now. Right. You don't have to worry about the ups and downs of the ADA and whether or not you're going to lose money or blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? It's like you turn it into your money right now in US dollars. But if you want to buy a little Bitcoin here or there, it's like it also makes that easier to do too.
Right. Yeah. And it's just it's a new system. It's getting used to it. It's almost like I feel like, in first grade elementary learning about money and what a quarter looks like. I'm like, what did you just say? I'm rewinding, listening again. So I will get to it eventually.
And Bryce is the other one there. That's Bryce.
I see Bryce. Yeah.
He's the crypto guy and the finance and keeps us, figuring out, making sure we're not doing anything wrong on that end. Derek is the NFT guy and the marketplace guy, and he knows all about that stuff and how to, mint them and everything.
Aren't these like family members or not family members?
Yeah.
With their
Bryce is like with my sister.
Oh, okay. So he's like kind of like your brother-in-law, like a brother-in-law kind of
sort.
Thing.
Almost, maybe.
Maybe.
Someday.
Kind of. Poor Bryce. No pressure. Oh my gosh. Poor Bryce. You're going to marry your sister. But he's somebody you actually know in life. That's the point I was getting at.
Yeah, somebody and they approached me and they said, hey, man, you got the artists and we got the setup.
I think that's great.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
It's not like we all got together and went, hey, man, we can, it's like they came to me and they said, hey, the people that do art, we have a way to sell art.
Right. No, I know. And then I watched a stream where they're saying that by doing this, it's just polluting our world more and more because the computers that have to run the system goes 24/7 and it puts, pollutants in the air, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, I'm sorry to hear that. But everything we do puts pollutants in the air.
Hold up. There's actually a movement against it.
Yes. Yes.
I
And
wonder who. I have to find out who's behind that.
yeah, because when I was doing my YouTube videos, like I said, guys, I've been researching. This is what I do before I jump into something. I need to have it. I need to like look myself, and no, it's not that I don't believe you. I do, but I learn like
Right. No,
differently
I
from
told
everybody else,
everybody to
right? So
research it.
yeah,
I
so
told everybody to research it. It's like
yeah,
that's what I don't want anybody just taking my word for it and going,
right.
you're full of shit. No,
And
research it.
it's so funny because the minute you guys started, the minute you talked about it like a couple weeks ago, and then I did a little bit of research on it, everywhere I look, it's like NFTs. Like on Twitter, this one has NFTs. This one has, I'm like, what happened? It just like was overnighted. They just popped up. And like, I understand like the market can go up and the market can come down. And so it's not like a sure thing. Like if you don't have the money, to spare, like be cautious. That's what I was telling myself. Like, how much does it cost to open a wallet and invest? Like, that's what I need to find out. To open a wallet, I know I have to put cash in it. You can't open a wallet and have nothing in it. No. What do you mean, no? How can you open a wallet
and not mine with nothing?
You did?
Yes.
Did your family members help you?
No, see, I opened my wallet and then I told them, this is the address to send me stuff. Mm-hmm. And then they sent me all the NFTs to keep in the wallet and a little bit of ADA because it takes like 1.6 ADA to do a transaction.
Right.
Okay, which is way cheaper than the ETH based
so how do you get an ADA?
ADA is Cardano. ADA is one of those cryptocurrencies. Okay. It's the one we're basing our stuff on. It's about $2.20.
ADA, right?
Equals an ADA. Yeah.
So one ADA is about $2.20. So I would need $2.20 to put in my wallet. ADA.
1.6 ADA. So like $3.50. $3.50.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm like $350. Wait, what?
$3.50 to do a transaction, and so like they sent me 10 ADA. I did 2 transactions. I sent Robert Shepard, to the night they set it up. I still have 6.5 ADA, so it was about $3.50.
So it's not much. Like I could get a wallet and get some ADAs for $20, like $20 US.
Just so you have enough to do transactions with, and then I can send you some NFTs. You can even go test out those marketplaces yourself.
Right.
If you want to, and sell a couple of these, know.
Yeah. So I definitely want to do that. I definitely want to and I plan to. It's just sitting me down and having a clear head, not like, oh my God, I just spent 20 hours on the road with my boss, which I love, but still.
Right.
It
is really easy setting up the wallet. Just make sure you write down the
code.
Yep. That recovery code.
I'm pretty good about stuff like that. But that sounds good.
Once you got the wallet set up, like I said, I'll send you a few.
Yeah.
And you have something to work with, and you can play around.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And,
that sounds good.
That won't cost anything for me to send them to you. Now, if somebody buys one, then you have to use
there's that whole transaction stuff, right?
But you get ADA back, right?
Right. No. I kind of get it. I know for a lot of people, it's very tough to wrap their mind around it because you're like, well, wait, we're just trading. Like, what are we trading again? Like, but the stuff has value. It's like, oh my gosh, right?
I was blown away by the amount of people that are out there collecting these non-fungible tokens.
Yes, exactly.
It's like I'm blown away by the amount of people that are following this, watching it, and are involved in it.
Yeah.
Derek said he sold one for somebody for $11,000.
I saw that. I'm like, that's crazy stuff. Like, I don't know. For me, I live with an artist, so all my stuff is physical. That sounds wrong, but it's true. All my stuff is physical. Like, he can draw me anything I want. So for me, I don't know how much I would buy. But then again, if there's somebody out there with a fantastic, piece of art that I couldn't afford the physical print, but I still wanted to have a copy of it, it's a great way to go. Now, because you actually get to look at the item, correct? Like whatever you buy,
Yeah,
it goes
like
into
you're
your
looking at that
folder.
right now.
Yeah.
It's like,
So for
that's
me, that's
Yeah.
such a cool thing. It makes it so affordable for people to get art that they otherwise couldn't really have. And you just get yourself a flat screen TV and put that bad boy up there, hang it on the wall, and voila, right? Right? Hey, I got this
when you ain't watching TV, boom, art, baby.
Yeah.
Actually,
Exactly.
you could have I
was going to say a rotating all
slideshow.
All these TVs,
Slideshow
right?
of all your NFTs, man, right there,
Apple
displayed
TV.
in your house.
You just put them on your little Apple TV.
That's a great idea.
Right?
Listen to this lady, y'all.
I'm telling you. Like, that's awesome. I'm like, I like this idea now.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Wow. I wonder if we can make some kind of an app.
There you go. I am not that tech savvy. I can turn my computer on and navigate a little, but that's it.
Madness NFT app. Oh, shit. No.
Write it down. Get your paper plate up. Hey, Timothy. How are you?
What's up, T.O.?
I love it. Whenever you pulled out your paper plate with all the notes from your first...
All the names?
I nearly died. You need to put that in a frame. I don't know if you have any wall space, but that is the coolest thing.
But see, that's the whole thing. If I put it in a frame, then it's both sides.
Yeah, you put it in a frame. You put it in a double-sided frame.
Yeah, but I can't put it on the wall because then I'd be taking it down all the time and showing people. It's like
that's true too. That would be dumb.
I need to laminate this.
I was gonna say you need to laminate it before it gets that's what you need to do.
But yeah, this was the first one. It's kind of funny.
So tell me about the Crom coming up. What's going on with that? I think Chris and I are coming on at 7:30 or something like that. I don't know.
Oh man, something like that.
I'll look. Maybe 8.
Go.
It's Halloween night though. I know it's Sunday night. We're actually coming on the actual night of Halloween.
How about
if
I actually share the event post?
Yeah, that'd be good.
How about if I try that? I don't do that very often. I don't do it near often enough. Let me see.
Right.
Let's get Crom out of the way. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is with me and that particular. It's like I don't want to spam everybody with it because everybody by now knows.
Yeah.
When I do it, it's the end of the month, right? Everybody knows there's an event post in the Madness.
Yeah.
It's like I'm tried to get away from where I just spam people.
Yeah, but I asked you.
But I want people to know, if you are a guest in CromCon, you see that little button right there that says going or interested or whatever?
Yeah.
Please click on that because we need that list of people to be larger for the algorithm to kick in.
Yeah, that's true.
Going or interested or whatever. I need every guest, all 50 of you or whatever, to hit that freaking button.
Right.
You know, fans, I'd love it if you do too. But if all the guests would say they're going, that would put enough people on the algorithm, so Facebook would help us get this seen more. You know. It's all everything, it's all based on the algorithm.
Yeah.
You got to have this many people that even hit that button that says interested before Facebook even looks at it.
Right.
So that's one of the things, one of the only things that I think we can really do without, like constant spamming, which I've gotten away from.
Yeah.
I figure, like I said, enough people know when we do this now.
Well,
everybody knows, CromCon is the last weekend of the month. We're going to do it until nobody shows up, right?
Yeah.
Right? As long as there's people signing up for the next one, we're doing the next one. And as people sign up for the next one, we're doing the next one. So that's based on you guys.
Right.
But when it signs up, the whole slate signs up in 5 hours, 6 hours,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're doing the show. I don't think I really need to spam it. If all the people that are going to be there tell their fan base
Right.
about the show, not just their appearance,
Mm-hmm.
but about the show, share that event post out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if everybody in the show shares that event post out one time this
Right.
week, that would be
We'll be
that
good.
would be awesome,
We'll be good.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So
No, I
I
think
mean,
that's awesome.
it ain't even that much, you know. It's like I don't want everybody else spamming it either, you know. But
Right.
if everybody does it at least once, make sure your fan base
Mm-hmm.
knows you're where you're gonna be this weekend, next
Yeah.
weekend, you know. And
No, that's what we should be doing. You know what I'm saying? We definitely should be doing that. And that's where I have to get a little bit more proactive is doing those kinds of things. I do get caught up with other stuff. And it's not that I don't want to. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got like like putting a post up on Twitter. I really, really have to be more mindful of doing that on a daily basis as opposed to, oh, I haven't posted anything. I probably should do that. So I will definitely go and make sure after the stream, I'll make sure that I say that we're attending and look at the time because
now, if I knew how to enlarge this, I would.
we're at 7 p.m. I just
This
saw
is
it.
your guest list.
Yeah.
This is your guest list for CromCon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to enlarge this, but it's right there in the description of the event post. Okay. I'm not sure who Danny's got coming out with him to kick the show off on Saturday. We got Shay the Red and the Cyborg Valkyrie coming out for the kickoff show Friday night. Stephen Prince, who I got to talk to earlier tonight, opened up some books that he sent me called Monster Matador. Good stuff.
Cool.
I started reading the first one, and
That's awesome.
I'm looking forward to finishing that one up and getting on into the rest of them here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So, Demetrius Witherspoon, Submerged Universe, Katie Shaw, The Dragon Girl, Dirk Hooper, Jake Twister, Hex Allen, Simon Polier, Lincoln Brash, and Doc Blaylock. That's just the first segment of CromCon. All right. And there's 3 more after that through the weekend. It's so much fun. Mike Barron's going to be there. If not Mike, then Chris Brawley will be there to take his place. Chris Brawley. I never get it right. Don't shoot me, Chris. There's a lot of names I try to remember in this freaking noggin of mine, dude. Marv and Mitch and WSQ that was in the chat earlier, Sonoma Publishing. He's going to be out here Saturday night. Pizza Betty, Six Gun Brian, Adam Poston in the paint. Simon Povier's coming back for that panel as well. That's Saturday.
Next Saturday, right?
That's next Saturday. That's just one of the days. I mean, the next day, Glenn Fleming, Rich Parada, Mike DeBruin, Tom Radka, Will Peden, Corey Hardiman, Cindy Kemp, Jason Bascom, and Luke Aguilera, who Unhinged and the Death Metal Hero, make sure I get that right, and George Gatsis, first segment on Sunday. The Lord Reverend Varian kicking off Sunday night. Lazmat Films, Chris and Diana at 7. Whitefire Comics, they're new to me. That's somebody I'm going to be meeting for the first time. Looking forward to that. Dory, 8 o'clock. Brian, the 6-Gun Gorilla, coming out at 8:30. And 9 o'clock, ending it Sunday night. We got RJ from Critical Blast. Going to be out there with George Gatsis, the 656 crew, Ray and Ollie, Lincoln Branch. There's a couple more that he said that I forgot to put in there, but it's another great show.
Yeah.
I mean, I have way too much fun doing this stuff, and I just got a message from my friend down in Texas, Gabriel Mangum, just sent me a link to the new book, Razor's Edge, the Razor's Edge anthology from Emerald Dark Entertainment. His dad Andrew did a wraparound cover for this. That's just now. Andrew has art on my wall that's like right there, right in front of me, right there. So
right there, we can't see it, but it's right there.
Gabriel, I don't know if or not you are watching this show right now, but I'm gonna plug that book for you, brother, just because. Right? Because I don't see them guys much. And when they get to me and they say, yo, we got something going on, I like to make sure everybody knows it. So check this out. That's the wraparound cover that Andrew did right there.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very
cool. They kicked it off today or yesterday, 23 backers. Another book to check out, yo.
Yeah.
Another book to go check out. These guys, awesome. Look, Andrew's one of them people, man. I bought something from him, and he just like gave me this awesomely ridiculous cool price, and I was like, well, you can't do that. I gotta give you more than that, right? And so I sent him a little extra money, so Andrew sent me extra stuff. It was like, so I still didn't feel like I paid him what he deserved, but that's the kind of heart dude had, It was like, I was trying to say, oh no, you can't undersell that like that. I'll send you this much for that. Okay, so he sent me that, and he sent me 1 signed book, 2 signed books, 3 signed books on top of the piece of art. It was like, dude. And then the art that he sent me ended up being the first piece of published art that I owned. Okay. It actually was published, and it was the first piece of published art that I owned. But everybody go check this one out too. The Razor's Edge Anthology. I suppose I should probably drop that link in the chat so everybody knows how to go see it. But you'll probably see me talking about that one in the madness a little more. And I'll try to get Dave and Andrew to come out, but those guys are like camera shy. It's hard to get them to come out. I mean, they're all good. I might be able to get Gabriel to come out. I might be able to get Gabriel to come out. Andrew, I can't never get him to come out. And he's a friend of mine. And he's like, no, I ain't. So maybe I can get Dave and Gabe to come out. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Let's see. That's awesome. That was really cool. That piece of art right there is very cool.
Oh man, it's I mean the whole that's the cover that Andrew did right there.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole bunch of other cool stuff. You got Bud Root, Isaac Bell, Nick Nix. Gee, there's so many people that Gabriel's got one there too.
Yeah.
Gabriel's got 2. I didn't even know Gabriel had covers there. All right, so the blonde right there and this one down here are both Gabriel Mangum, Andrew's son. And he's awesome too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. The black and whites. Oh, we got the digital, the anthology, $10, the blank sketch cover. There you go. If you want to draw one of those, like Andrew did, woo!
That's cool. Very cool.
I remember Cave Woman. That was one of the first ones that I encountered Dave Kopecki being involved in. So you use the enhanced colors cover set. You got the ultimate fan pack, the sketch commissions.
Cool.
There you go. You can get an Andrew. Now look, I'm gonna have to show it now, you guys. Check this out.
Okay.
This.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Hold up.
Where to go?
I want to get it full screen before. All right. That's Andrew Mangum right there.
Wow.
The book is called Hatchet, that this one came out of.
Yeah.
But dude's art is beyond.
Yeah. Very cool.
Look at that.
Very cool.
That's your opened up face.
Wow.
Got opened up with the axe.
Very cool. I really like that.
So that's the guy doing a couple of them covers. His son's in there, real good stuff.
Yeah.
But that's the art I just showed you. That's who's doing those commissions right there for $100.
Wow.
That's smoking deal, y'all.
Yeah. That's
Smoking
very
deal.
cool.
11 by 17 sketches by his son for 150. Mm-hmm. Those are all
Very
by
cool.
Gabriel.
Mhm.
Nice. Now, I don't know how much of any of this stuff's been claimed yet. We got some, the wraparound, we got 5 backers on that one.
Mhm.
Of course, I'm pretty sure that'll probably be the best-selling cover because that's amazing.
That's a really cool cover. Yeah, that is cool.
So, we got all kind of original art pages from the book.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, the digital, the story so far, Cave Woman 1, 2, or 0, 1, and 2. And they're all add-ons if you want those. The 100 Metal Age silver wraparound covers. Jeez, look at those.
Wow.
These guys are killing it, y'all.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job. That's pretty cool. That's very cool stuff.
So yeah, little shout out to my boys down there in Texas. That's
Cool.
what I do.
That I was gonna say, that is what you do. Like, you always support everyone fairly. Like, you don't just do just one. When I look at your Facebook pages and stuff like that, you're always like, look at this. I didn't even see that. Oh my God, there's this one. I think Chris just backed somebody. Who did he back? I think it was 47 something or other.
Yeah, 47 Furious Tales.
Yes, he just backed that.
Dude, and that book, look, I got number 1 on my wall back over there.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he sent me all 4 covers of number 2.
That's awesome.
So I'm like, these guys are so cool to me. Him and Alexi are so cool. So I went and did that last art auction.
Yeah.
We sold some pages of Alexia's art during the art auction. Anything I can do to help you guys make money, that's what I'm going to try to do.
Yeah.
So, we're doing another one of those too. Black Friday.
Okay.
Black Friday, we are going to do an art auction. Now we're going to
that's cool.
One segment is going to be for anybody that wants to do donations for any of the various charities that we work with. Comic books for kids. There's Captain Wallace's. There's a couple other ones. Okay, so we'll have one block that for anybody that wants to donate something for the charities, we'll do a block for that, and then anybody that wants to make a little money on your own, that's cool too. Come out and we'll do all day Black Friday.
Cool.
Auction. Hi Doris, what's up, sweetheart?
Hey Doris.
I should probably just send her the link, huh? I probably should. She's just gonna talk and talk in the chat and talk in the chat.
No, she wouldn't do that.
She is great at making sure that there's something going on in the chat.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah,
she is. She's very good like that. She's a chatty little lass.
Mm-hmm. But she also probably has things she wants to say to you. So she probably wants to ask you about the coloring book and girl talk and stuff.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Or she could just be popping in to say hey, right?
So I did send the link to her inbox on Facebook if she wants to come out and say hi.
All right.
We're not going to be out here too much longer, Dory, but if you want to come out and say hi, you can.
I'm only going to be on for a few more minutes. I'm going to fade away into my comfortable chair and color. That's what my plan is. I got to go color my de-stressor for the night.
So yeah, do not forget we have Cluster Fudge. That's why we were initially here.
Yes.
Over there on HeroShack.com.
Yeah.
And where's the? There it is. That's Cluster Fudge 2 on Indiegogo. Cluster Fudge 2 on Indiegogo.
Check it out. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. It's a very unique kind of book.
Yeah.
I am not the artist. Listen, I'm not the artist. I'm not the writer. I do edit. I am the editor. I have to keep him grounded somehow. Otherwise, he'd have all kinds of crazy stuff going which way in that. But it's definitely worth a read for sure.
Now, I do want to play that trailer before we end this. So.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Ta-da! There you have it. You're on mute.
I know. I have to do that.
I see your mouth moving.
I have to mute myself before I play it. I have to mute myself, or you'll hear it twice.
Ah, that's true.
You see,
That is a very
I don't
good point.
do the headphones and all that.
Yeah.
Can't
I do because Chris yells at me. I can hear you. I can hear you. Are you? He's very well. His hearing again. He's got super duper hearing, right? So you can hear and I'm too noisy for him. And I'm usually snacking. Like I haven't had dinner yet. I instead went for a pumpkin shipyard because it's Friday night, so I have to eat dinner and at some point in time. Thank you. I think it is a nice looking book as well, but I am very biased, obviously. Sometimes it's very challenging working with Chris because of his, he calls it his ism. Yeah, he gets into these little fits. Yeah, his autism. He's very like set in his ways. And I have to say, you cannot put that. You cannot. No, don't. Or nobody speaks like this. What were you thinking? And we go back and forth. It's our, it's very comical. We're very blessed that we're still married.
Yes, it's good that he's got somebody like you to bounce these ideas off of and bring them to life too.
And bring them down from the rafters. Like, no, you cannot. No. Like he had this one story idea that I can't even repeat on a live stream because I said, that is crazy. They will lock you up. He may share it with you one day, Pops, like not on a live stream. Right. And you can look at him and say, dude, you are like, no, listen to Diana. That is not going to happen, right? Nobody's going to buy that book. But at any rate,
that, or I'm gonna go, yeah, dude, let's do it.
And listen, and I gotta tell you guys, like he does everything. Like I marvel at. He's not a team player, so like I couldn't look for another writer or an artist. Right. Like he doesn't work well with people. Right. So like when you showed the previous book, Razor's Edge, like I think they had a couple of people that might have been working on it. There might have been a writer, there might have been a colorist, there might have been an inker. Yeah. He does everything. Like he writes it, he draws it, he colors it, he does everything, and he puts me in charge of business. A business I know nothing about. Nothing. I'm learning. I am learning now, right? I don't think I'm quite the noob, I think he calls me or whatever. I can actually talk on a live stream and not feel totally like out of my place. But he does everything, and I always like to make sure people know that because I think it's important. Like he doesn't have a team behind him except for me.
Well, there you can go in there now and you can tell him that you guys just broke 300.
Yeah, awesome. That's right. I think your son backed it or somebody, a friend of yours.
Our friend Brad.
Your friend Brad. Okay, yeah, Brad. Thank you,
Yep.
Brad. That's awesome. So, yep, we're at 300 now. Yes, we have a couple streams. Hoping to get us on, a few more streams before it ends. The end date is November 8th.
Have you talked to Chris and Sim at the morning roast?
No.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans? I'm
He's
writing
in
it
the
down.
Madness.
Okay.
Then of course RJ. You've talked to RJ,
Yeah,
right?
RJ. Actually, we're going on RJ's show, I think, next Thursday. I
Okay.
did talk to him. Yep, I got RJ.
Um,
And I reached out to a few other people from Cross Comics. I don't know if you know
Cross
Rick.
Comics.
Yep. He a few months ago said, "You got to get you guys on streams. That's what you got to do." He's always like barking in my ear. Like, all right, how do I do this? I don't know anything about it. It's like, hi, I'm Diana. My husband draws books. Can you have us on a stream? Like, yeah, that's fine. So I did, and we got a couple of people to have us on their stream. This was way before you, Pops.
Right.
Mighty, was it
Mighty Geek.
Mighty Geeks says, "Yep, I told Pops about you guys. Diana, contact him. He's waiting for you." He's always hounded me because he knows I write. And he knows that he's trying to get me to draw. I'm like, I'm not drawing. No, forget the drawing. I will write and I will possibly color, but I will not draw. So at any rate, I will talk to Chris, but anybody else, if you can think of who
Indy
may
Volt.
be willing, who?
Indy Volt.
Okay.
Indy Volt. Varian Grant. He's in the
Okay.
Madness. Krista Grant. Also, she's the CEO of Indy Volt. Okay.
Okay.
But they do all kinds of different shows.
Oh, right. Indy Volt. Yes.
Right.
I was on, what is her name? She's beautiful. She's well
Lola.
endowed. Who is
Lola.
it? Yes, Lola. Oh my gosh, Lola. I've got to get in touch. She had us on once. I completely forgot about Lola. I wonder if she'd have us on again, after everything and all that stuff. Dory.
Hi.
Amazon Beauty has arrived. Woohoo.
I don't know how I missed you guys going live. Like I was probably working. I was working on a webtoons and I just
You
got
probably were working. Head down, doing
head
your
down,
thing.
focus. Yeah.
Exactly. That's okay. I was terribly late, not fashionably late, terribly late. I told Pops I'll be there by 8:15, and we hit two accidents. I wasn't in an accident, but on my way back home from work, there were two major accidents that added another 20 minutes. So I didn't get into 8:25. Pops was probably going, "This was supposed to be a half-hour promo show, Diana. Where it's going on? Come on now." And Chris is so sick.
This is the great thing about special editions. There is no time limit. There is no
goodness.
Next guest that you got to worry about. There's no restrictions or restraints. I encourage people, look, if you need more than the 30 minutes that the Madness can give you, or Monday afternoon doesn't work for you, hit me up for a special edition. You get more than a half hour. Okay, first off, and there's nobody behind you going to kick you off. It's like you're here until you're done pitching your book.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I do the special editions and all the extra stuff.
You are an awesome guy for doing that. I honestly, when I reached out to you and I knew you had the prom coming up next weekend, I thought we were just going to postpone it until afterwards. Then when you reached out, said, "Hey, let's do Friday night," I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm surprised. So thank you for that. Sorry.
Well, I mean, every one of the previous streams got stepped on by something else. I felt like you needed some
thank you
time
so
out
much.
here without nothing else,
And Chris is sick. Chris is so sick. He's got a fever. He's got a cough. He's cuddled up in his bathrobe, and I could hear him upstairs coughing. We're going to go down, unfortunately, and see if he has a COVID test tomorrow, I think. But it doesn't matter because you can't do anything anyways. You just got to sit out and wait and hope none of us get it, which I'm thankful. I have a very good constitution.
I didn't even realize it was Friday until about 20 minutes ago.
Dear God. I celebrate my Fridays.
I came up for air. I posted my finished webtoons, and then I go and I'm scrolling Twitter, and someone posted something about it being Friday, and I'm like, what? And then I realized that Pops is. I still got to get this East Coast versus West Coast timing thing
I'm
down.
telling you, I
And I'm
know.
like, because I hear
No, right about the time you get it right, then they're going to change it again anyway. So
Yeah.
don't
True
worry.
story.
I
Don't
hear
worry.
people are thinking, oh, I got plenty of time, 8:00. Well, it's East Coast time, man. And I'm like, oh shit.
I know. I can't even I literally Google it. I'm like, okay, what's Pacific time there? It's like, are they awake? Nope. Oh well.
Well,
That's so
luckily,
bad.
if it's scheduled in advance on YouTube, YouTube will tell me my time. It'll tell me that it's
Right.
So if I don't see that, if I don't get the reminders like that based on YouTube's, then I'm not gonna know. And I'm not, So otherwise, the only reason I knew you guys were live was because I'm like, okay, I got, what am I gonna do? Hi Chris.
Hi,
Yo
Chris.
Buffalo. That's awesome. So yeah, I did tweet it as soon as I saw it, but you guys have been on for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop's was waiting on Diana, Chris to show up.
That's okay.
I've gotten in the habit of waiting until the day of the show to set the studio up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but if I do it like 5 days in advance, they tell you about it 5 days in advance and then 20 minutes before the show, and that's it.
Right.
If I come out here and I do this earlier in the day on the day I'm going to do it, then it's in my group that day. Hey, y'all, we're doing this tonight.
Yeah. And that makes sense.
I have to go back into YouTube and I have to edit that and make sure I put the time in, put the actual thumbnail over the, so that when people see that, set the reminder, they know that's, it's an unboxing or it's a special edition or whatever.
Right.
But they see it earlier today, not 5 days ago and forgot they were even doing it.
That makes sense. Like I was thinking, so I know we're going to be on a couple of shows. We're going to be on RJ's show on Thursday, I think it is. I have it written down somewhere. But I don't want to start posting it now. It'll get lost in Twitter. It'll get lost. So I'm going to do it that day and put up, hey, come and check out, Hero Shack, Chris and Diana, blah, 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 blah. If you're not sick of hearing about us now, we're just going to
well, I
love the network.
You know what I tell them? If you want me to shut up, back the book.
There you go. And we did. We got a backer. Thank you.
Back the book. I wouldn't have to talk about it no more,
Exactly.
Everybody just back the book. I'll shut up.
Yeah, I know. Take a chance. Come on, guys.
It does actually, look, a fun book. It's an adult book, but it's
it is
fun.
definitely dope. It's fun.
Fun, y'all. You remember why we love comics? Because they make us laugh, they make us smile, they make us chuckle.
Yeah.
This one's fun. It's a fun book. That's what, look, I know that's what you people want with all the crap right now, right? You want some fun, all right?
It is a fun book. It's a good read. So check it out. Any questions, you can contact Chris or I or Pops, and he'll get the question to me. I don't know what else to say. I think we covered a lot. I butched it really bad. I need to have a script about these books because I'm reading so many of his stories. I'm like, where am I at? Which one? It's not. No, it's Clusterfuck. I'm like, okay, let me get my mind around what the story is.
Check it out. This is what you do.
Okay.
You write the original promo for each book. When you write it, it'll be right here all the time.
You're right.
It'll stay stuck.
You'll know because you wrote that first promo. You'll know.
Is a great plan. Have you worked with my husband? Have you worked with Christopher?
This ain't nothing to do with him. This is your perception of as a fan.
I will.
Your promo.
That's a good idea.
But I'm just saying, if you write it,
I will remember.
You'll never lose it and stumble over it when you're out here on a live stream because it came out of you.
I know. I apologize to all of you listening because I stumbled a little bit tonight. I'm sorry.
You did fine. And Mighty Geek is here. See, just calm down. See?
Hey, Terry. Terry's so kind. He's such a good guy.
It's all about having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. It really is. And I could, like, if you guys said a year ago you'd be talking on a stream about comic books, I'm like, you guys are out of your mind. I don't even read comic books.
High five to you on that one, Diana. I'm in the same.
Right. I'm like, comic books. Oh.
In February, I think it was February or March. I think, like, even April, even though I had like gotten some exposure a little bit in April, I didn't know. I had no concept really.
Yeah.
Even honestly, and I'm gonna point up because the man above you is all to blame. The day, the moment, the second, there's just this phrase he says, "Why don't you illustrate your poetry?" And
that was perfect.
You know, I had already like got working on the comedy book. At the time, it was going to be a book, then it was going to be a calendar, and then it's now a webtoons. But that all came after this man up here said, "Why don't you illustrate your poetry?"
Yeah, why don't you? I mean, I think that's a great idea.
Well, yeah, and then if I illustrate poetry, then why don't I just illustrate the comedy? And then and then let me go create a sci-fi robot comic.
Yeah,
and then
why not?
and then I can't stop, man. I'm a mad man about it, you know.
See,
I have my projects now. Have projects.
That's what we hope that we do is inspire people to keep providing content for fans to intake.
That's a good point. Did you see Mighty Geek Studios' comment? Is most fans talk about comic books in a way that make others curious about them. And like, I know for me, I not only that, I 100% agree. Part of what I think, Diana, that you and I bring to the scene is we get to talking about stuff that other people take for granted. No offense to anyone who's in comic books or knows their stuff, but sometimes I ask questions that like there's other people who want to know the answer, or they're interested, or whatever. It just sparks up conversation, and that's what That's what us new blood girls do.
Yes, I like that. I like that better than. Yes, I like that better than like she's a noob. And there's not like, it's really funny because like I appreciate the art and I love to read, and I never thought about a comic book because I wasn't brought up with comic books. Like I didn't. You know,
I didn't have comic book money.
I didn't even like. It wasn't even a thought in like my entire family. Like when I think about my whole family, not just my immediate, but like my cousins and stuff, like we just didn't read comic books. It wasn't anything bad. It wasn't something we got into. So I
read Archie comics once in a lucky, and I mean lucky, rare moon, if I were given or gifted or had money. If I could get my hands on an Archie comic, I would read it. I read Sunday Funnies though.
Yeah, I did that. Yep.
Every single Sunday, I would buy an entire Sunday paper.
Yep.
Just for the
funnies I read.
For the sports section and the comics.
And the movie. Wait, you know, this now, I might be dating my age here and showing my age here, but back in the day, like I'd buy it.
Beautiful, guys. Age is beautiful.
I wanted the movie section, you know, to tell me what was coming out, movie times, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I needed the Sunday Funnies. 100% needed the Sunday Funnies. Did you ever hear, I don't know if you're crafty, but like back in the day, you could take Play-Doh or clay and you could.
Yeah, of course I did. Yes.
I mean,
and you flatten it into the pictures there?
Yes.
So,
yes. And
then you can stretch the face and stuff, right?
Yes. I used to do that. I used to totally do that. And
Me too.
And so here I am now at 51. Yeah. And Pops already knows this, but like when Rich sent me the PDF of Incontessi, it was the first comic book I had read as an adult.
Right.
The last time I had read an actual comic book of any kind was in foster care in my teen years, and it was an Archie comic. I know. I'm
Right.
fairly certain.
That's it. Right?
Other than that, everything I'd ever read up to now has been in like maybe a comic strip or a meme, or now it's like all these memes and stuff. But
right.
Silly Putty, yes.
Silly Putty. I was gonna say Silly Putty. You could bounce it. Remember Silly Putty? I used to love Silly. Oh my god!
I didn't like
Silly
slime.
Putty.
I wasn't a fan of that slime stuff.
Yeah, the slime is okay. Yeah.
Ugh,
Love
love Silly
You
Putty.
can get it in the carpet and every goddamn thing. I hate that.
Yeah, it is messy. You need a tray for slime, guys. Tray. You put a slime. I work with kids and they love slime, but I make sure that's in a tray, like a messy tray, because it'll be messy. But no, I do remember doing that, Dory, and yes, I'm right there with you. I totally agree.
I'm going to ask. Neither of you know who Barbara Kopetsky is.
The name sounds very familiar.
I cannot say that I do. Should I know her?
Okay. There was a comic book character, I think it was Dark Horse, Barbed Wire.
Okay.
They made a movie.
Yeah.
They made a movie, and Pamela Anderson played Barbed Wire.
Oh,
I remember that. Like if Chris was here, he would totally get it. He'd be going, yeah.
Very much. I very, very much remember Barbed Wire for sure.
Yeah. That's who Barbara Kopetsky is.
She wrote it, or she was an artist, or what? Or was she the character?
Is the thrill junkie? Is Barbed Wire? That's
it's the character's name.
Oh,
I see.
Barbed Wire is the character's name. Is that what you said?
No, I said Barbara Kopetsky is the real name of the character Barbed Wire.
Okay,
that's
so
awesome.
It's still a character name, but it's like it's the Barbed Wire is the alter ego of Barbara Kopetsky.
Oh, cool.
This
no,
is
I
so
don't think
exciting. Oh, sorry. I didn't know the character's actual name, like, because I didn't follow that stuff. I got to, as I got older, there's been tons of movies based on comics that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And when money permits, one of the first comics I plan on getting, like the anthology or the whatever's on, is Sandman. I want to read that one. What's another one? I can't remember at the moment, but I'm not a horror comic person, although Sandman is, I think, a horror comic. Is it, Pops? Sandman? I don't care.
I think it is.
I know I want it because I want to. I've read enough about it to know that it intrigues me. But
right.
But yeah, like I love that he brought this up and mentioned someone like that, because I read this thing on Twitter the other day, and someone's like, what do you do when you do your art, or when you do your work, or when you do something creative? What do you feel like drives you? What's that motivator? What's that thing that gets you to do it? And for me, it's always the legacy of it.
Right.
For the posterity of it. And I know this sounds morbid, but when I die, I want my children to have something to go to know me as a person, other than their mom, other than that mom who could cook and clean and do their,
you want them to know your creative side.
And there's so much fucking content for my children to learn about me at this point. And the Amazon Beauty was it was a nickname in junior high. Then it became my comedy stand-up stage name. Now it's a webtoons, and I'm doing all the art myself.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm loving about going to some of these older and I think I told you this when you and Chris were on the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at these old comic books from way back, when Kirby did Young Romance, and another one that I gotta remember the name. But anyway, the art is it's more what I like aesthetically, and so my art for my webtoons is getting better each episode. It's not good. It's nothing close to Chris's or some of these other guys, but it's getting better, and it's all mine. And that's such a grab.
That's exciting, isn't it?
So excited. Knowing that if I have 13, I have 13 people that follow that Webtoons. Webtoons doesn't tell you who they are, But I literally think about those 13 people and I go, I better update my webtoons. My 13
absolutely.
They're waiting on me. And it's a nice feeling. It really is.
Yeah.
9 independent publishers decided to bring kick-ass women front and center. It's so obscure that only people who have read the series would know that. I love that. I like those little obscure things. Yeah, I'm one of, and you know what, Diana? I think the other thing about not being Chris, who wrote the story or did the art, having your take on a book to even promote this book, like you were talking about, it's good, but you don't know fucking everything. Excuse my French.
Thank God.
Because to me, and I'm not if you know me, you know I don't like spoilers, and I think sometimes I watch enough live streams to know that sometimes people say way too fucking much.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Shush up. Shush up.
On that note, Dory, she has put her hair up in a clip. She wants to go. She hasn't even had a chance to go take a shower yet or anything. Just
I haven't. I literally
right
walked in and sat down and grabbed my beer. It's Friday night. I literally grabbed my beer. Pops is waiting. Watch out. I haven't taken my. Oh my God. But
so we've been out here for 2 hours. I'm going to let her go ahead and go. We did get one backer.
That's okay. And more
people
heard about it and stuff. That's awesome, you know.
As soon as I got money, I got
no worries.
Checking the mail.
All y'all go check this one out. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's fun. You got to have fun. Not all your books got to be gore and boobs. Some can be fun.
One quick question before we go, Diana, and I know it's in the campaign, but when is the delivery on this one?
December.
Okay. Yeah. I love that. So for those of you watching or who may watch later, that I've already got Cluster Fudge 1, and that campaign was like it feels like it was just yesterday.
Right.
And I already have the first one.
Right.
The fact that I'm going to have the second one by the end of December is super fan-fucking-tastic. And do not say this to be offensive to anyone out there that takes a long time with their books, but I love that. I love that not only is it here, it's coming, it will come sooner rather than later.
Yeah. That's one thing that we really take pride in. And not to cause I'm not saying this about anybody else, but I am like, okay, we have a deadline. It says December, you will get it by December. Like he's already when we do our crowdfunders, he's either halfway through the book or he's just completed it and it's just going through the other editorial process. We check the art again. He makes sure there's and they're done. You know what I mean? And I know new to this whole thing, I was absolutely shocked that there are creators that have crowdfunded, have closed their campaigns, and people still don't have their books. I'm like, how does that happen? I don't know. That's crazy to me. I mean,
I got no judgment, but Diana, I'm the same way. Like as someone buying, I wouldn't concern myself too much about it, really. But
I don't. I just,
as a creator, though, I'm like, I'm not. I'm like not even doing that.
Right.
Yeah. No. I had my proof copy, and I would have already sent mine out if I hadn't added a third section of art to my book.
That's okay. I have all the image, I have the coloring book. I have decided on the second one that I'm going to color. I'm starting it today, and it's going to be regular. I have all my pencils, I have all my gel pens. I'm very excited, and I could just make copies if I mess up.
And that reminds me, when I'm on Madness during CromCon weekend, I will be announcing whoever the winner is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So
cool.
That's the goal is to
the goal. That's why I got to get it to you. Snappy.
I think next Saturday I think was the 30th is what I put for the deadline. So I'm super excited.
Yeah. It's fun. So that's what I'm going to go do now. I love you guys. Thank you, Pops, for having us on. Thank you for being so patient and waiting for me to get here. No and I'm sorry, my husband, he really doesn't feel good. I got to go check on him.
No, that's fine. That's okay. Go take care of him. Don't worry about it. I'm dropping a few Places
Well,
in your link or links in your
Link
Twitter
to
Twitter inbox.
Okay.
Places you may be able to go and be on their show.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
I
nice.
wrote some down, but that would be awesome.
So
Yeah.
I'm sending you more. So
Oh, good. Yeah, because we want to start like spreading our network. You know what I mean? Like just us coming to you guys, we spread from the little group that we're in, you know, and so we want to keep doing that, you know, keep like going out, keep networking. And that's what we all should be doing, right? That's the thing.
Oh my
We don't
God.
wanna...
Yeah, I'm sorry, Diana. I get
That's
so
okay.
sometimes
okay.
I hope you forgive me, like, because sometimes when you and I get excited when I'm talking with Diana, and I'm like, ah! I stumbled. Now I don't even know how I found the guy's YouTube, but I was subbed to his YouTube. I think his link was in someone else's stream, but he hosted a movie watching thing last night, and I didn't know any of the people, but I was literally watching Night of the Living Dead with like 16 other YouTubers last night.
That's awesome.
It was so awesome because I love movies. I love anything. I will totally geek out on movie talk. You know,
Chris and I talked about doing something like that. Just getting on our YouTube channel, hosting a watch party, just something fun, just to kind of get out there. So, but that's great. It's good that you had so much fun. That's awesome.
It was
and you met new friends, right? You met new people.
And I won't watch horror movies alone. So it was perfect. It was perfect.
There you go.
I mean, it was Night of the Living Dead is like, it's a classic, man.
Yes, it is. Oh my God, yeah.
Times I've watched it so many times. So that's even if I were alone, it's one I probably could watch. But yeah, it was still fun. We were just talking shit while the movie was going on, and some talking like, you know, little trivia tidbits and stuff. It was really exciting. It was,
awesome.
And then like your guys'
Look at Pops. I'm watching Pops is like, dear God, they will go forever. I want to get off the street.
I just sent you like 10 people.
All right, I will
Twitter inbox to get a hold of.
I will do that tomorrow.
Before this campaign's over.
Okay,
we definitely check them out. So I'm gonna call it a night. Yeah, we're gonna let you go. And thank you so much. Thanks a million, you guys. Have an amazing evening. Thank you for the backing. I think it was Brad. Thanks again for backing the book. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it. You're gonna love it. So you guys, God bless, and I will catch up with you all later.
Bye.
All right. Dory, thanks for coming out. I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, 4 commercials and then the outro.
See you later. Thanks for inviting me in. It was nice. Bye.
Hey, it's Belle from Liberty Entertainment Distribution. We've got quality indie comics in hand ready to ship to you now. Yes, really. And it gets better. At Liberty, publishers set their own wholesale pricing, and we don't take any fees, so don't wait. Call or visit me today at ledg.us or call 1-800-525-2091.
Secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Sunsworn Wings of Vengeance is funding now on Indiegogo. Don't miss this action-packed space fantasy adventure sure to rekindle your love for the genre. Get it now on Indiegogo or just go to sunsworn.com.
Hey, yo, Pops here. Are you looking to be on Monday Madness? Is Monday no good? You need a special edition? Are you looking to be on the first timer spotlight on for you new guys? Launch parties, countdowns, CromCon Monthly. We got it all right here at the Madness Comic Network, providing online promotional services for the indie comic community and proud sponsor of
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit